and today I'm filming from the most amazing location. This is where I live and I don't make the most of it, especially with filming, so you get to be with me with the ocean, with the beautiful views, and it's really fitting for the theme of today's class, which is all around, well, the title of the class is An Antidote to Overwhelm. And this has come from things that I'm experiencing personally at the minute, and all the practices that I try and find to help with overwhelm when I try and find them on YouTube tend to be really slow yin-based practices where we're holding postures, which is beautiful and can really, really help. But sometimes during these moments of stress, overthinking, overwhelm, I feel like I actually need to move more and to get into a state of flow, to really drop from the head into the body. So that's what I'm going to guide you through today. So stick with me, and as always, everything that I say is just an offering. If it doesn't work for you, if you want to choose a different option, then please feel free to do so. This is your practice, I'm just a guide. And just be with your body, be with your heart, be with your breath, and that's all we can ask for. Okay, so we're going to start in a seated position, so feel free to have some blocks, have a cushion, whatever feels most easeful for you, in a way that you can lengthen through the spine, that you can drop the shoulders, and maybe we even close the eyes. And we'll just start by doing a brief body scan all the way from the very top of the head, down, 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 through the nose, the mouth, the neck, the shoulders, letting the arms be heavy, feeling the breath as it expands the heart and the chest on the inhale, and the contraction on the exhale. Moving down the spine, the belly, letting the belly be soft, the hips, the legs, all the way down to the tips of the toes. And just notice what's there. So we're not trying to change anything. We may be spiraling with the thoughts, we may be feeling tense in the body. Rather than trying to run away from these sensations, can we just take a moment to sit with them? To let them be exactly as they are, to give them space within our bodies. To start to drop into this role of the witness rather than being right in the center and letting all of these sensations consume us. Can we just start to witness what is happening? And we'll use the breath, as always, through this practice to help to anchor us to the present. So often when we are in overwhelm, we are projecting into the future. We are creating all of these stories in our heads about being a failure or running out of time, being too much, not being enough. So throughout this practice, we'll use the breath, we'll use compassionate movement, we'll use flow, and then eventually we'll come into stillness. So starting with our coherent breath, we'll breathe in for 4 and we'll breathe out for 4. So no pause at the top, no pause at the bottom. So taking a breath in, release through the mouth, and we'll breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. 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 Out, 2, 3, 4. Adding a hold in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out through the mouth, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Keep this going in. Hold. Through the mouth, release. Hold. In. Hold. Release. Hold. Last time, in. Hold at the top. Squeeze the pelvic floor muscles. Bring that energy up through the spine. Up, out through the top of the head. Keep holding. 3, 2. Open the mouth, big breath out. And then just come back to your natural breath. Starting to bring some compassionate awareness to the breath, to the body. And I'm sure we know this, that compassion is the ultimate antidote to stress, to overwhelm, to overthinking. Beautiful. Blinking the eyes open. We'll come onto our hands and knees and start to come into our flow. So coming through our cat-cow. So inhale as we arch through the spine. Take the gaze to the sky. And exhale as we round through the spine. Gaze in between the legs. Breath in as that movement ripples from the lower back. The gaze comes last. And breath out. In and out through the nose, keeping the lips sealed. Pressing the shoulders away, pressing the earth away. Every breath. And with overwhelm, there's this core belief, this belief that we are, or I am, a failure, or I will fail. So just for this practice, this short amount of time that we're together on our mats, just know that you can't do anything wrong. Just know that however it is that you're showing up is absolutely enough. It's where you need to be. Last one. Good, coming back to neutral spine, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, press the chest back towards the thighs, pedal the feet out. Spread the fingers out nice and wide on the mat, creating that anchor, that connection. Grounding down. dropping from the head into the body, so noticing sensations in the calves, the back of the knees, the hamstrings, the spine. Maybe we give the neck a shake, a nod. Let it all drip out the top of the head. Lovely, coming into some wavy dog, so coming on and inhale forward into plank. Exhale, bending the knees, scooping the hips back. Breath in forward. Breath out. Wavy dog, downward facing dog. Breath into plank. And out. Keeping it moving here. Good. We'll go 3 more times at your own pace. Lovely. And then starting to walk the feet, tiny steps up to the top of the mat. Forward fold on your exhale, generous bend in the knees. Take an inhale, fingertips to shins, flat back. Exhale, let it drip down, forward fold, bend the knees. Belly connects with the thighs. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, drip down. Last 2 times, breath in, shoulders pull back, spine pull straight. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift, halfway. Exhale, release. Spread the toes, plant the feet. Start to rise through the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Let the feet be the anchor to keep that stable posture. As we inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come to prayer. Moving down through the third eye, the nose, the mouth, the throat, and settling into the heart. Take a moment to place the left hand on the heart, the right hand on the belly. Take a breath in. Release through the mouth. Breath in. Release through the mouth. Last time, breath in. Release through the mouth, maybe blubber the lips. Good job. Fingertips to shoulders. And let's just start to move some of this stagnant energy. So moving from side to side. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to let the arms go, just have a little tap from side to side. Close the eyes, tune in. What sensations? All right, and then one of my favorite embodiment practices for getting out of overwhelm, we're just gonna have a little shake. So shake it off, shake the arms, shake the legs, shake the head. You can come down, you can stay up, you can move around the mat. Out of the head, into the body. Doesn't matter how it looks, all about how it feels. Last 5. Shake, 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 shake it out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, coming back to center. One more time, left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly. Breathe in. Blubber the lips, breathe out. 2 more times, breathe in. Stick the tongue out, breathe out, lion's breath. Last time, breathe in. Whatever you want on the breath out, just let it go. Coming back to that natural breath, coming back to stand at the top of the mat. Palms face forward, feet ground in. Sun Sal's A. Let's lift up the fingertips towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees, let it drip down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands to the earth, step back into plank. Drop the knees, and slow lower down. Take a breath into Sphinx, onto the forearms. As we breathe out, round the spine. Lift the hips slightly, press the tops of the feet onto the mat. Inhale, arch the spine, pull the heart through. Exhale to round. Last time, inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale to round. Good, come back to that neutral spine, tuck the toes, lift the knees firm through the quadriceps into your plank. Meet on the palms, high plank. Hips up, back, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, one breath in, one breath out. Take some little steps towards the front of the mat, no jumping just yet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, let everything drip out of the head. All of those thoughts that we've been having, that have been spiraling, let them drip down towards the earth. Inhale, round through the spine. Reach fingertips up towards the sky. Straight back down to our exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, plant the hands, step back to plank, opposite foot steps back. Either drop the knees or stay in high plank, forward to chaturanga. Inhale to sphinx. Exhale, round the spine. Press the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Inhale, pull the heart through. These little ripples, these waves in the spine. Exhale to round. Inhale, tuck the toes. Up to our low plank, firm the quadriceps, press the shoulders away. Exhale, meet on the palms. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in through the nose. Stick the tongue out, lion's breath. Breath out. Okay, now we can take a little jump if we would like to the top of the mat. Take a breath in to our halfway lift. Breath out, forward fold, let it drip out. Breath in, uncurling through the spine, reaching up. A little bit faster, breath out, hinge from the hips, Uttanasana. Stay with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop. Back to our Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. This time either cobra or upward facing dog, pressing tops of the feet into the mat, lifting the thighs. Exhale, ripple the spine back, downward facing dog. One breath in, one breath out, lion's breath. Step, hop, float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, let it drip. Bend the knees, touch the fingertips towards the sides of the feet. Inhale to chair pose, reaching up with the fingertips, sinking down into the heels. Exhale, sweeping fingertips back towards the back of the mat, straightening through the legs. Inhale to chair. Exhale, sweeping back. This time maybe the hands clasp behind the back and we pull the shoulder blades open. Inhale to chair. Exhale to forward fold. Other little finger on top of we clasp this time. Inhale to chair. Good. Exhale, hands come towards the heart. The left elbow hooks on the outside of the right knee. We press the hands in towards each other, stack the shoulders, and look up towards the sky, towards the right. Inhale, back to center, hands towards the heart. Exhale, the right elbow hooks this time, twisting towards the left. Inhale, back to center, reach those hands up, sink a little bit further down. Last breath in, we're not in the head here, we are in the sensations of the body, knowing that it's temporary, knowing that we don't have to run away from discomfort. Exhale, forward fold, good job. We might want to run away from chair occasionally, that's okay. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, meet in your downward facing dog. Step, hop, jump, skip the vinyasa if you'd like. And downward facing dog. Okay, the right leg's going to lift up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, right knee taps left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Nice and slow, no rush here. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Spin the back foot flat, 45 degrees, as we inhale to our warrior one. Okay, let's get our foundations here. Pull the left hip forward. Reaching fingertips up towards the sky, little fingers in towards each other. Sinking into this front knee. Spreading the toes, lifting the inner arches. Good, finding your posture here, finding this shape, and knowing we don't have to be still, we can move with the shape. Last breath in, and breath out as we clasp the hands behind the back. Breath in as we open everything up towards the sky, and breath out, humble warrior, right shoulder inside of the right knee. And maybe if you're a visual person, you can even visualize these heavy thoughts, these spirals just dripping from the crown of the head all the way down into the ground. Letting the earth just hold the darkness, hold the heaviness, and maybe even transform it. Good, last breath in as we reach up, use the glutes, the strength of the glutes. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the back foot flat, sink into the front knee. Good, we'll move through this. Inhale, reverse warrior, straighten that front leg, reach up with the right fingertips, drip down with the left hand. Exhale to side angle, right elbow to the right thigh, reach over with the left. Inhale, dance it out. Reverse warrior. Stay with this flow, no sharp corners. Exhale, side angle. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Next breath in, we are moving into Skandasana towards the back of the mat, so sinking into this left knee. Breath out, sink down. Breath in, left fingertips reach out, right fingertips reach up, open the heart. Breath out, hands back towards the chest. Good, breath in as we move all 10 toes forward, sink into the right knee, low lunge. Breath out as we tap the knee down, release the tops of the foot. Breath in, reaching up, Anjayanasana. Breath out, planting the left hand on the inside of the right foot. Tuck the back toes, lift that knee back up as we breathe in to our open twist. Frame the front foot, step back to plank, breath in. Breath out, move through your vinyasa or skip and come straight to downward facing dog. Nice, left leg lifts on the inhale. Exhale, tap the left knee towards the right elbow. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Spin the back foot 45 degrees. Inhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Find your shape here. Find those little micro movements that make the breath flow easier, that make this prana, this life force energy, move through us with more ease, removing those blocks. And the energy of this warrior posture is we want to ground down through the feet, so visualizing those roots from the bottom of the feet down, down, down into the earth. And then we rise through the spine, we rise through the crown of the head as the upper body lifts towards the sky. And then we focus on the breath. Deep inhales and exhales, creating the space in the body, especially around the chest. chest and the throat and the head. Last breath in. And breath out to your warrior two. Spin the back foot flat, sink down into the front knee. Okay, let's dance it out. Breathe in. As we come to our reverse warrior, straighten the front leg. Breath out, side angle. Left elbow to the left thigh, reaching over with the right, open through the right chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, fill the lungs, fill the ribs. Exhale. Last time, breath in. And breath out. Good. Next inhale, we'll come to Skandasana towards the right leg this time. Spin the left toes up if you have the space. Breath out as we reach the right fingertips out, the left arm lifts. Good. We might be up. This right heel might be up. That's okay. No way to do this wrong. Remember. Breath in. As we move all 10 toes towards the front of the mat, sink into the left leg. Breath out, release the back knee, untuck the toes. Breath in, Anjayanasana, sink into these front hips. The front hip. Good, breath out. Right hand plants on the inside of the left foot. Tuck the back knee, breath in as we come into that nice open twist. Inhale, frame the front foot, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, cobra, sphinx, whichever works for you. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath in through the nose. Lion's breath through the mouth, stick the tongue out, breathe out. Good, again, maybe shake, nod the head. Feet together, walk, step, hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good, breath into our chair pose. Breath out to sweep it back. Hands clasp, just 2 times this time. Inhale to chair, sink back. Exhale to forward fold, other clasp of the hands. Breath into our chair. Breath out, hands towards the heart. Twisting towards the right, hook the left elbow on the right thigh. Squeeze the hands together. Look down towards the toes. Pick the left foot up, so heel towards the bum. Hold here, find your balance. It's really hard to overthink when we are in balance mode. And then step the left foot back. So we're in a high lunge. Good. And then we can open it up if we want, our twist. Left hand down on the inside of the right leg. Reaching up with the right. Nice work. Having some space here, reconnecting with your breath. Right hand towards the hip. Look down towards that left hand. Stack the left shoulder above the left wrist. And stepping out to side plank. Good, so either stacking the feet or we can have that bottom knee down. Reaching the right fingertips to the sky or the arm alongside the ear. Nice. We can pick up that right foot. We can go into wild things, stepping the right foot behind, keeping the left shoulder over the left wrist. Wherever we want to be here. 3 full breaths. Inhale. Smooth, long exhale. Don't rush through the breath to rush through the posture. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath in. Good. And if your right hand isn't planted already, right hand plants, 3-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Step the right foot through between the hands, good. Into our stalk pose, left knee towards the chest. Arms reach up, good. As we exhale, aeroplane, send the fingertips back. Reach the arms out. And then just start to create a bit of instability in the body, a bit of chaos, waving the arms around. Knowing that you can stay centered, you can stay grounded, but also knowing that if you fall, you can come back up. Good. Last 3. How much chaos can we create? How stable can we stay? How much compassion can we have for ourselves? And how much can we laugh at ourselves? 2. And 1. Stalk pose, left knee in. Exhale into our chair pose. Nice work. Hands together at the heart. Twisting towards the left, right elbow hooks. Create the space in the chest, the heart across the collarbones. Look down at the feet. And step back with the right leg this time. Nice open twist as we plant the right hand, the left fingertips reach. Look down at that bottom hand as we step into our Vasisthasana side plank. Choose your option here. Maybe we reach the left arm over the ear. Maybe we pick up that left leg. And it might be an option for you today to come into Wild Thing, stepping the left foot behind, and just creating this huge open space through the front body. Oftentimes of stress and overwhelm, this is where we close, we contract, we keep ourselves safe by contracting the heart space, the front body. So in this practice, can we just learn to open, even for just a few breaths? Last 2. And last one, good. Coming back down with the left hand, the left leg reaches up, not so graceful of a transition for me. And exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Come up onto the fingertips, stalk pose. Notice the stability of that standing foot. Pull the kneecaps up, firm the quadriceps, spread the toes. Exhale, Dakasana, aeroplane. Send the right leg back, T-shape the arms, and then find some movement here. So where does your stability come from? It comes from your connection with the ground, with the earth. And it also comes from this center of ourselves, this power center, right in the belly. Nice, last 5. Last 4, out of the head, into the body, into the breath. 3, 2, and 1. There's loads of people walking past, so they're gonna be like, what kind of yoga is this? Forward fold. Nice, okay. Starting to bring the breath down, coming into our toe squat. Sinking the glutes down onto the heels. Maybe we take a moment of balance. So we can either stay with the fingertips on the floor, or we can widen the knees out, press the heels together. And we can even bring the hands together at the heart. Remember, if we fall, that's okay. It's part of yoga, it's part of life. We may even close the eyes and just take a few deep breaths here. The wind's my excuse today. Can we even bring a small smile to the lips? Notice just what difference that small act makes on the nervous system, on the state of the body. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good, knees together. Come down onto the bum and reach the legs out in front. Little bend in the knees here as we breathe in, reaching up towards the sky. Lift, 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 and exhale. Fold the body forward, come down and rest. Let the head drop. Let the belly be soft. And if you were to make just one adjustment here to make this posture have slightly more ease, what would it be? Would it be bending the knees more? Would it be coming slightly higher with the spine? Would it be releasing the jaw and the forehead? Would it be lengthening the breath? Meet yourself exactly where you are today. And then we'll slowly start to unwind through the spine. Coming down onto our backs. Pulling the knees into the chest as we do so. And just giving ourselves a big hug here. A moment of compassion. Often the first thing to go when we are stuck in these states of chaos, of stress, of overwhelm. So breathing into the heart space. Letting a little bit more space open there. And then letting the knees fall towards the left. Scooching the hips to the right. Cactus in this right arm and looking over the right shoulder. Can even place the left hand on the belly and just give it some circles here. Or if there's another area, maybe the heart, or maybe even the forehead. Just letting yourself know that you're listening, that you've come back, that you are consciously working to bring yourself back home to yourself, to presence. And I say consciously working, and actually it's not work at all. It feels like work, but it's always there. This presence, this sense of home, it's always there. We just build these layers on top. Bringing the knees back to center. And then letting the knees fall towards the left. And again, asking yourself in these moments of stillness, of slowness, what is it that I need? Is there a boundary that I need to set? Is there something that I need to voice? Is this something that I need to hear? What is my truth in this moment? Underneath the spiraling thoughts, underneath the beating heart, the fast heart that we get when we're stressed, when we're anxious, what's underneath it all? Knees back to the center. Good, and just taking a couple of moments to be with this stillness. And I'm going to invite you to turn off the video now to take a longer Shavasana. Take as long as you possibly can, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And just be with your breath. Be with this true self that's underneath the busyness, the chaos, the layers. And if you're ready to finish with me, then just start to circle the ankles, circle the wrists. Wake up the body, give the temples a rub. Nice, roll onto one side. Into a fetal position, and just take this moment to extend your gratitude to maybe the body, maybe your own self, for being here, for showing up, and remembering that however it was that you showed up today was absolutely enough, always is enough. Let's bring it back to a seated position if you are ready. If not, turn me off. Keep going with your Shavasana. Taking the hands towards the heart. Big breath in through the nose. Breath out through the mouth. Make any sounds, any noises, anything that wants to come out. 2 more times. Breath in. Breath out. Last breath in. Hold at the top. Pull that energy upwards, all the way out through the crown of the head. Hold, hold, hold. And release, breathing out. Touching the thumbs to the forehead, reminding us of the power of our thoughts and our mind. To the throat, the power of our words, our voice, and our truth. And to the heart space, reminding us that this heart is our home. Love is our true nature. And we just need to keep remembering to return to it again and again. I am sending you all of the love, all of the calmness, and all of the yoga. Namaste.